Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Masahiro Tanaka will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he's had good success against left-handed hitters, hitting under 250 against him. When you're having that kind of success against the left-handers, you're going to be in a lot of games.
In now, Kevin Pillar. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, there's only a few guys that can swing it and flip it, like Joey Bats, Jose Bautista. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Now at the plate, Ezekiel Carrera. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here comes another 0-2.
Nope.
And he hung a curveball that time that stayed high.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
That's a splitter. 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 19.
Into the box, Jose Bautista. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. Now the 0-1. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
Matt, he's thrown 2 pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again, but he's got to locate a little bit better if he wants to put him away. This guy's too good a hitter.
2 strike pitches chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The next 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Batting 4.
Digging in the switch hitter, Kendrys Morales. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. First pitch coming. Here it is. Snap throw from the catcher.
0-1's the count.
Here's a high pop-up. Number 38 has got it, and the side is retired. One left for Toronto. Blue Jays nothing. Yankees coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the show. Matt Latos out of the 49th state of Alaska is on the mound. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I mean, they're all good. He throws them for strikes. He dominates. He mixes speeds up. I asked him one day, what's your best pitch? And he told me all 5.
Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off.
Leading off for the Yankees, left fielder, Brett Gardner.
In there at the knees, strike one. Harold, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in winners of 3 in a row and riding a nice little run to start the new series.
Well, Matt, it's always nice to win the first game on the road, and then you get ready for game 2. It just makes you feel like, hey, this could be a pretty productive road trip. If you win 2 games in a row, then you're really knowing we got a chance to have a great trip.
Another 0-2 home. This is flared right back over the mound. And my gracious, that really drilled him as it rolls toward the first baseline.
Well, he went for the big swing and he ends up getting a swinging bunt. You couldn't have rolled the ball any better. Starts off the inning. Here we go. We're off and flying. A leadoff single.
Into the box now, Matt Holliday. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Here comes the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Carrera's there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, a double play. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. He's coming off a month where he had double-digit totals in home runs. If you're looking at one category and you like the long ball, this is the guy to watch. One of the best power threats in the game right now.
Here's Starlin Castro. He certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Bautista. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. It's a solo home run off the bat of Starlin Castro. 6th home run on the season for him as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
So striding in, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Latos has his target. Here comes the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Ranging back is Pilar, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot for Jacoby Ellsbury. 4th home run here in the early going, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Here's Chase Headley. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one.
Chase Headley.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more here on a Tuesday night. Here's Justin Smoke now. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one.
Justin Smoke.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the Yanks line up defensively. Brought to you by Majestic. I'm looking down there at Brett Gardner. You know, Yankee Stadium made this guy one of the best defenders because it's so spacious. He had to go a long way to center, and being left-handed, he had to backhand a lot of balls. So as a result, he learned how to get great jumps on the baseball and makes great plays.
Russell Martin now. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, Matt, I like the cold weather strategy. You're probably saying, what's that, Harold? Well, the ball's up. He knows it's not going to carry on this cold night, so now you elevate out of the zone, and you hope they swing at it and get some cheap pop-ups.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
And another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he just barely makes contact there as this is fouled at the plate, and it remains 0-2.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away.
Batting 7th. Third baseman number 7.
At the plate, Chris Coghlan. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider up that he gets a call on.
Matt, he's one pitch away from striking out the side. Now that's a shutdown inning. Your team gets your runs, and then you go back and shut them down.
And he misses there. 1-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll be into leadoff here against Matt Latos.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Into the windup and the pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the Jays line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift applied very often to this club.
Striding into the box, Chris Carter. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Batting 8th, catcher, number 38.
So stepping in, number 38. He'll get his first shot with the bat here. First offering on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
I don't know what was going on with him in the first inning. He had a bad first inning. This looks like a totally different pitcher here in the second. Really starting to settle in, really starting to throw strikes.
Oh, that's just out.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That ball's way out of the zone. He's got to set the side slower. You're looking fastball. I like that, but make him get the ball down. They'll never catch up to it up there.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. And that'll bring up the speedy Devin Travis against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Hit in the air to right field. Judge is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 9th.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan Goins. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Judge moves over. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Carter is there for it, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 2, the Jays nothing. Ronald Torrey is the next to bat. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Ronald Torrey.
Into the windup and the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 0-2 pitch. And this is pulled hard but foul. But they brought their gloves for that one out there. Latos ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Here's Brett Gardner now. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? And this will be put away easily for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Digging in for his second at bat, Matt Holliday. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Latos gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Stepping into the box, Ezekiel Carrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Left fielder number 3, Ezekiel Carrera.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
So 1 away now, and that'll bring in the 2-time Major League home run champ Jose Bautista. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. 1 out, nobody on. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Here's Kendrys Morales. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that is a foul ball, just missing extra bases deep in the corner. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and they trail things here 2-0. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Starlin Castro, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. He goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. Travis will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Now batting, center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury.
So 1 gone in the inning now for Jacoby Ellsbury. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. And this is popped up. Back behind second. Goins ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman Chase Headley.
Striding in once again, Chase Headley comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Latos has his target. First pitch on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready for another chance? Justin Smoke. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Justin Smoke.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Russell Martin now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0 and 1.
Well, Matt, they've been real aggressive, taking swings early in the count, but you're losing in this game, so you got to make an adjustment. You got to start taking pitches and maybe working the pitcher a little bit more if it's not working, being aggressive.
That's taken. Now it's 0 and 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Man, that is the cardinal sin for any pitcher, and you never expect a guy of this caliber to make that mistake. Had the hitter down 0-2 and let him off the hook by plunking him. He'll be talking to himself about that one.
Chris Coghlan will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Another 0-2 coming. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Now a move over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Runners on first with 1 down. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Torreyes into shallow left. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, second baseman.
And that'll bring up the speedy Devin Travis. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Throw down to second. Here comes the 1-0. And he just misses with a curveball.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second. Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on, missed. 2-1. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Way in front of a great slider that time, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 2-0. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Into the windup and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone to lead off the inning. Solo shot to right center. Number 11 for him on the season as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Here's Chris Carter now. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
First pitch here is a slider, but that's taken up and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores, but man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself if he stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Stepping in now, number 38. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Carrera is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 3-0 New York. Striding in once again, Ryan Goins. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Standing in now, Kevin Pillar. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Ezekiel
digging in
Carrera.
once again, Ezekiel Carrera. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And that misses inside. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Now the pitch. Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready with another 2-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Ryan Tepera enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 52, Ryan Tepera.
Ready once again, Matt Holliday. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. Starlin Castro will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And this is fouled back and out of play. Weak chopper up the line, but it gets foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Carrera's there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Jacoby Ellsbury. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now the pitch. Fouled back. 2 out, nobody on. Dribbled to the right side. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now. Jose Bautista. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Jose Bautista.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This ball will be chopped foul.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Kendrys Morales comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So this home crowd likely to give him a standing O as he departs with the shutout in check, and a nice tip of the cap there to acknowledge a job well done. Adam Warren comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the seventh.
Number 43, Adam Warren.
Here it comes, 2-0. And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first, two gone.
The batter, first baseman, Justin Smoke.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Justin Smoke. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fastball is in there.
He got two pitches that were up that were very hittable, and he just couldn't pull the trigger. It's one thing to take one pitch, but to take them twice, I don't know where his concentration is right now, Matt.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Back up the middle. Reyes has it. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. Chase Headley will be the one to start us off when we return. It's the Yankees 3, the Jays nothing. Here's Chase Headley, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
For the Yankees, third baseman, Chase Headley.
Line to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Judge. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. In front of the changeup there, as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball, the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Carter. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Nope.
Here's a fastball upstairs, 1-0.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
From the belt, the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Bautista. Still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year. And that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Now batting, number 38.
Into the box now, number 38. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
First pitch of the at bat. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. 5-0 New York. Stepping in, Russell Martin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 55, Russell Martin.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Tommy Lane has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 39, Tommy Lane.
And this is going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. 1-2, here it comes. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and had backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And the pitch. Chris Coghlan is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, they say beggars can't be choosers. And when you're losing, you can't always choose how you get on base, but you've got to get on any way that you can. So he'll take that, even though it probably hurts a little bit.
Into the box, Devin Travis. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Runners on first with 1 down. And this one's in the dirt. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now. 2-0 pitch on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 38 might try to make a play on it, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
But he gets back in time, safe at second base. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Ready for another chance? Ryan Goins. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, man, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. And he struck him out. 2nd time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. It's the Yankees 5, the Jays nothing. Here's Brett Gardner now. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 0-1. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Goins towards second. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Up next for the Yankees, designated hitter, Matt
Coming to the
Holliday.
plate now, Matt Holliday. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet, so you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
Fastball called for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Softly hit out towards short. Throw on to first, and Holliday will take a little vacation as he's retired. 2
Up
gone.
next for the Yankees, second baseman,
Striding into the box, Starlin Castro. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar's there. And that retires the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Nighttime look there at the Chrysler Building, once the world's tallest structure, as we welcome you back to baseball from Yankee Stadium. Aroldis Chapman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Aroldis Chapman.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Pillar. He'll be the one to greet Chapman, who looks to put an end to this one.
Pillar.
Grounded foul.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. The 0-2 on his way from Chapman. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
The left fielder, number 3, Ezekiel Carrera.
Standing in, Ezekiel Carrera. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Boy, he is not seeing the ball at all. He's already got 3 strikeouts. If he strikes out here, that's when you start calling the eye doctor.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
2-2 now. Here it comes. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 1, here it comes. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2, so the Blue Jays are down to their final strike now.
That's a great pitch right there. A fastball low and away right on the knees on the corner. That's why you get a late swing.
Struck him out. Good night, Toronto.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
A 5-0 finish tonight. So the Bronx Bombers get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Masahiro Tanaka earns win number 4 on the season as he goes 6+, allowing only a single base hit. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 1 man on base. For the Blue Jays, no runs, just 1 hit, no errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Masahiro Tanaka. His record is now 4-1. The loss goes to Matt Lato. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.